Dear students, uh, we have already finished page 3 of science first chapter. Now we'll start page 4. In this page, the very first thing we'll learn about diseases. Disease, diseases, yes, plural. A person with a disease feels unwell and weak and is unable to walk properly. As we know that when we suffering from fever or cold or any disease, so that time you are unable to walk properly, right? Suppose you are suffering from fever, you are unable to come to school to study. You have to stay at home. You have to take rest because that time your body is full weak. There are different types of disease. We know that there are different type of disease, people used to suffer. Some are caused by the very tiny living things called germs, and some others are caused by the deficient diet. So disease used to come to our body, to us, by two options. One is germs, by germs, and second option is by the deficient diet. One is germs and second is the deficient diet, right? Two things you have to remember. Then written here, what is infectious diseases. If someone in your class has a cold or conjunctivitis or eye disease, other children also get the disease. Such diseases can spread from one person to another. They are called communicable or infectious diseases. As we know that, suppose someone in your class sitting nearby you and that person is suffering from fever or cold, sorry, not fever, it's called heavy cold or eye disease. If you sit nearby that person, if you come close to that person, then you also get suffer. That is called communicable or infectious diseases. Then after that written, infectious diseases are caused by germs. So how it's happened? By the germs. A person get the disease when germs enter the body and harm it. Definitely when the germs, we were talking about the germs, two options, one germs, one is the other is the that if not take the proper food, right? So this is the infectious diseases are caused by the germs. Then a person gets the disease when germs enter the body and harm it. Definitely when the germs enter to your body, then your body will be harmed. These germs can spread to other people who come in contact with the sick person. The disease can be spread in many ways. So when these germs used to enter to the body of a person, and if you come close to that person, you also suffer. Now we all are very very fear and worried about the COVID-19, right? Corona, right? It's very dangerous. It's like same type of disease, infectious disease. If you come close to that person, then you also suffer. That's the reason you're staying at home, right? So spread of infectious disease. So how it's spread? One is through infected food and water. So food and water can become infected with germs if they are not stored. If the water and food not stored in what, in proper way, then what happen? Improperly, then it will what, the disease used to come. Germs enter food through dust and dirt. So germs used to enter to the food through dust and dirt, and if you not store your food properly, then it will happen. Then insects such as cockroaches and house flies and small animals such as rats also spread germs. Definitely what happen, if you not put your food in proper way, you not cover the food and cooking food in proper way, then cockroaches, cockroach, right? Then house flies, right? Flies, machi. Then this is the cockroaches. Then small animals like rats. We have rats at home, right? They used to destroy our food. So all things happen, all they used to touch our food, and germs used to enter to our food. Eating infected food and drinking infected water cause disease to spread. Definitely when this rat, that enter to the food, eating the food, and that food you eat, if there's something fallen down, any small insect fallen down the water, if you drink those water, then what happen will cause the disease, right? Will suffer from the disease. What are the very dangerous disease? Diarrhea, typhoid, jaundice, and cholera are some diseases that spread in this way. If you take the dirty food, uncovered food, then diarrhea, and diarrhea used to suffer by the diarrhea, typhoid, no fever, typhoid, very dangerous. Then jaundice, if you eat the dirty food, it suffers from the jaundice. Then cholera, all these things used to happen. Then food, it's used to that suffer by the through air also, how the or will feel that disease. When a sick person coughs, sneezes, or spits, so someone suppose have the suffering from the heavy cold, है ना, cough and cold, that person used to sneeze or spit, है ना, so ये खांसता है या spits करता है, थूकता है, the germs are related into the air. So when those things enter to the air and a healthy person breathe this infected air, the germs can enter the healthy person's body. The common cold, flu, measles, and chickenpox spread in this way. Just imagine chickenpox, very how is you feel very bad. It's very bad disease, right? Cold, flu, how it's happened? Someone suffering from the cough and cold. So if person is sneeze or spits, so that air becomes polluted. Germs used to enter the air, and we used to breathe that air, and you suffer from the what? Chickenpox, flu, cold, all of this. Then through insects also, right? Blood sucking insects such as mosquitoes and fleas also spread diseases, right? Mosquito, now the weather is that evening time you come out, lots of mosquitoes are there. You have to use the mosquito nets, right? Mosquito, if you bite to us, then we'll suffering from fever. When a female Anopheles, always remember what is that mosquito name, female mosquito name, Anopheles. Remember Anopheles. Mosquito sucks the blood of someone who has malaria. It sucks in malaria germs. To suppose someone suffering from the fever, and Anopheles, female Anopheles mosquito sucks the body of that person. It sucks in malaria germs too. It also sucks malaria germs from that person. It then become a carrier of the germs. Then it bites someone else. The germs are spread to that person. Imagine a person, suppose your friend suffering from the your family, suppose someone suffering from the malaria, and that female Anopheles, that mosquito bite to that person, and that mosquito come to you, and that mosquito will bite you, then you are suffering from the fever, right? This is happening. This is how you used to suffer. Then what happened? Dengue also, this mosquito bite you, then dengue is very dangerous disease. Dengue is also spread by the mosquitoes. Plague is spread by rat fleas, right? So these things used to happen. Then through direct contact. So through direct contact, how that disease used to come? Through direct contact, diseases like ringworm, chickenpox, measles, and the common cold spread by touching an infected person or by using items that have been used by the infected person, like a towel, handkerchief, or toy. Germs pass from one person to another in this way. Just imagine you touch to that person. You just touch to that person. Now we're talking about the coronavirus, COVID-19. You touch to that person, alright? Then definitely you also suffer, like the ringworm, chickenpox, measles, and common cold spread by touching an infected person. You would touch to that person also, or use that person's any items like towels, handkerchief. Now towels, gamcha, handkerchief, rumal. If you use his or her toys using, suppose your friend is suffering from the cold, heavy cold or chickenpox, and he or she have the toy. If you use that toy also, you also suffer from the same disease, right? So you have to take care these things. Then through damaged skins, if your skin is not good, If your skin is damaged, then also it is the problem. So through damaged skin, how it has happened? Your skin acts as a protective wall for your body. Germs cannot enter your skin, but if your skin is cut or damaged, germs can enter freely and cause diseases. Germs of diseases such as tetanus get into your body through cuts in the skins. Is telling that if you have the your first thing is your skins is work like a protective wall of your body. Your skin, if your skin is good, then no any injured, nothing, no cut, nothing, then germs will not enter to your body properly, easily. But if your skin is cut or damaged, something you've fallen down, something happened or injured happened, through that injured place, the germs can enter to your body, right? This is things is there. Then written there, prevention of infectious diseases. So how used to prevent, preventions, this is the infectious disease you learn. So how we prevent from those diseases? Okay, the best way to prevent a disease is by controlling the breeding and spreading the germs. So we have to take care how the germs should not be spreading from one place to other place, or one person to other persons. So how we have to take care? One thing written, keep yourself and your surrounding clean, right? Have a bath with soap and water every day. So we must have to keep neat and clean. Our surrounding must be clean. Then this will not come to us easily. And wash our hand with your hands and with soap and water before eating. So we must wash our hands with soap properly. We have to must take bath with the soap, right? If your skin is dirty, germs will breed in it. If your nails are dirty, germs will get into what happened? Get into your food when you eat. Definitely we are talking about if you eat the dirty food, if your nails are long, if you eat those food, then germs will enter to your body. You must take bath by the soap. You must use the soap properly. Then written here, germs are and insects such as houseflies and cockroaches can breed in garbage. So where the garbage, dirty place, there are the germs and insects such as houseflies and cockroaches can breed in garbage. So we must keep the things surrounding clean. Always put garbage in covered bins, right? We must use to keep our garbage in a covered bins. Bins means dustbins. Dispose of it from time to time and never allow it to accumulate. So whatever the garbage in the school, also you have seen outside of school get used to dispose those garbage. Sometimes used to always destroy those things or dispose the garbage. You can see, right? We should not throw that garbage in open place. We must keep in the dustbins which is covered. We must keep put inside the soil, right? Properly dispose. Sunlight kills germs. Keep windows open to let sunlight in. So sunlight, the natural sunlight which God given, that is one of the best way to kill germs. So we must have the proper window in our home. At your home, we must keep our house, rooms neat and clean. We must open the window every morning so that light can come, so that sunlight can come to our house and germs can kills, right? Then written second point, in disinfectants and antiseptics are chemicals that are used to destroy germs. So these two things, antiseptics or disinfectants, you have to use to destroy the germs. Use disinfectants to clean floors. So this we have to clean for floors, drains, bathrooms and bed linen. Bed linen. Use antiseptics to clean wounds, cuts or insects bites. We must use these things. Then mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. Make sure there is no stagnant water near your house. Use mosquito repellent and mosquito nets to prevent mosquito bites. We are talking about we must keep our surrounding neat and clean. We must have to take care. There should not be any stored water open water nearby your place. If you have the cooler, outside, you're using now cooler, you must change the water, every 3-4 days. You must put a little bit kerosene oil something in the water. If you're using that what yeah, cooler, if you have any big tire fallen down outside of the home and water inside the water there, you must keep neat and clean, right? Then if needed, spray what insecticides. Insecticides you have to spray, which are chemicals that kill insects, so we must spray it. We have seen sometimes village also, nearby house we have that government used to spray. Stay away from infected people and their belongings so that germs do not spread to others. So where infected people who are suffering from cold or chicken for everything, we should not go to near to that person. Then boil drinking water for 10 to 15 minutes or use a water purifier to kill germs. So it's very very important things. We don't like to drink the boiled water, but we must take the boiled water. You must boil it for 10-15 minutes. Then you must keep this water to cold or to normal temperature, then we can drink. And it's possible we can use the water purifier also, right? So this is the chapter, this is the page 4 and 5 we have done. Other things will come as soon as possible. Thank you. Take care.